placing the material where it needs to be, making sure it's thick enough to expand as far as you want it to. There's a thing that all glass blowers experience when they're working in the hot shop. They'll be making the piece. And they're like, oh, it's giant. And then they take it out of the kiln the next day when it's cold and it looks like half the size. Everybody does it. So I'm just melting now. Melting all the color flush into the surface. Holding it up, which is using gravity to kind of squat it all up a little bit. But soon I'll be able to blow. When you blow, it's very soft and steady pressure. You don't have to blow very hard into the glass. When it's hot, it's soft. So I'm gonna blow into here like you're blowing up a soap bubble with a bubble wand. Don't need strong lungs. If you're ever blowing glass, you're trying to force a lot of air in there and you're like into the pipe. It's too cold. You should stop it, get some more heat. I'm shaping on a graphite pad attached to the top of the torch here, just helping me get my bubble set up. We use a lot of graphite. It just works. When you touch it, it doesn't stick to the glass, it doesn't burn away. Yeah, I like the graphite. All right, when I bring it out of the fire this time, I'll blow. So go ahead and check it out, because it'll be a little bit. So I'll make the next bubble. All right, here we go. That's about as big as I can get this bubble with the amount of glass that I started with. You can't just keep blowing. You know, if it gets, then it'll get too thin. And if it gets too thin, when you put it in the fire, it can't hold its shape. It just kind of comes up with a plastic bag. So I was also changing my angles a little bit, which is more gravity. If I just blew and I held it down, it would be more like an egg. Right? So gravity is going to affect a molten moving material. So I'm going to heat this little spot up, squish it, so it can sit on the table. Squish is a technical term. This is actually a marble tool. So if you wanted to make a solid, perfect little sphere, you could turn through this and achieve that shape. 3 different sizes. But I'll just flatten this. And I'll do that one more time. You really want to make sure you're happy with the move, because when you move forward, you can't go backwards. So you want to like what you've done. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to grab my claw. This is going to help me grab it so I can affect the top with support. I'm going to preheat the metal tongs. If you grab hot glass with cold metal, it will crack it. So a little heat, a little love, as a glass blower would say. This is unique to the torch. We do not use the claw in the hot shop. We have a different technique to flip the piece around so you can work on the other side. But that's essentially what you have to do to most shapes. We can't work at 360 all at once, so there's always one side that's closest to the fire. It's getting hot and soft, so you can shape it. And then if you want to shape the other side, you got to figure out how to flip it around without using your fingers. So earlier, I stretched the neck, so this is how tall it's going to be. I'm going to get rid of the handle. So I'm going to heat up that transition and blow again. And this time when I blow, I'm also going to pull and stretch it. And I'm going to get it too thin. I'm going to hit that non-structural state on purpose. And then I'll be able to flame cut one side away from the other, which would make more sense when you see it happening. This part goes quick, the bubble part does, because I don't have to heat up that much glass to blow. So that'll be ready right now. And I don't control that bubble very much because I'm just going to get rid of it. So it's clear. It almost looks clear there because the glass is stretched so far. It's thin, so I'm going to heat one spot below, pop a hole in it. And the hole is going to let the flame hit the inside and the outside, and it's too thin, and it's just going to rip right through there because it can't handle it. And I can flame coat one side. Oh wait. And it's messy up there. So I'm going to clean it up. I've got shears, little glass scissors, so I'll go around a couple of times and even all this out. So you can cut through glass with scissors, which I thought was pretty wild first time I saw it. Ran out of heat. See, when it's cold, it doesn't move anymore. I need more heat. Clean that up one more time. This is a tricky move, learning how to trim. Kind of a lot going on with it. Your hands are doing different things at different rates, and it's not like cutting through paper. One more little spot to even this out. Alright, that looks pretty good. So, I'm going to heat it, I'm going to pat it, I'll level that out. And then I'm going to flare it. So I'm going to use a graphite cone. I'll heat it up, I'll go on the inside, I'll turn and I'll change angles, and that'll pop the lip out. I usually like to do that to these shapes because I think it looks nice. So getting pretty close to being all done. So I'll let you all know that all the work we make during the demos, me and the team, we've got 6 different artists. We all make different things. So everything goes for sale in the Space Needle gift shop. It's all next door at the bottom of the Space Needle, which you can just enter. You don't need a ticket for the bottom, you only need a ticket to go up. So if you find yourself over there, you can look for the community hot shop area. That's me and the team. And 100% of the proceeds, all of it, goes directly back into supporting the local arts community. So galleries and scholarships and emerging artists and residency opportunities are getting 100% of the funds. Check that out if you want. One more little adjustment here. And then I can bring this around the front so you can see it better. Do not try to touch it. It's still incredibly hot. It's just sometimes I'll make little stoppers for them so they can function as a perfume. Cute.
That is so
Little
cute.
thing.
So cute.
Thanks.
I love it.
Look at that.
All right, well, I'm going to load this in the kiln now so I can slowly cool it overnight.